Welcome to Factorio Masterclass. My name is Nilaus. This is the series of tutorials and guides here on YouTube guiding you through the game and helps provide insights and resources to help you improve your game as an engineer. By now there are more than 40 of these and every week another one comes out, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest Masterclass episodes coming out. And if you want more content, then head on over to Twitch. I'm streaming live on Twitch basically every day. It's on Twitch TV/Nilaus. It's at 8 p.m. Central European Time. And it is Factorio on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays generally, and something else on the other days. So looking forward to see you there as well. Today we're going to continue the quest into our science facilities, and this is where we've done the red one, we got the green one, and then the blue one. So now it's the, I don't know, let's call it the black one or the gray one. I don't know. Military science. We just call it military science. So like all the other builds, the objective is, and it's very strict, and how I want to do this, I want to have 8 beacon builds. That's always what I do. I want to have clean lines continuous here so that things can scale linearly. No, parallelly. I don't know if that's a word. It is now. And it must be producing, the design must be producing 22.5 science per second, so half of a blue belt, and it must be fully compressed, and we'll test that as well. So the first thing we always do is usually the scaling part. So first of all, this is the basic part. We have one assembly machine with 3, and by 3 I mean 4, of course, 4 productivity modules, and 8 beacons around it. So we are going to use our rate calculator mod here to get a sense of how much that will produce per second, and we'll just slide this one up, which is really nice, just to get a sense of where we crosses into the 22.5. So 13 is too little, 14 is not enough, 15 is okay, and 16 is too much. I think I'm going to make 2 lanes because I also want to make all the ingredients. If we look at the ingredients, I don't want to make piercing rounds anywhere else, and I want to make grenades anywhere else, and I don't want to make walls anywhere else. Now this is for a late game build, so you will have, generally, you'll have generic products on trains coming in, like iron, copper, steel, green circuits, red circuits, plastic, that kind of thing, sulfur or sulfuric acid. You'll have those things coming in, but some things you want to produce locally because they're only used for a single product, such as grenades. You're most likely not going to have a dedicated grenade facility. Maybe you are. In this case, this design is not for you, because I expect to make these on site as part of the build. So if we want to make all of these things, as well as have 15 in a row, it just becomes too big. So what I'll do instead is I will do 8, and then I'm going to do 2 of these, and we're going to see how much that is there. No, that's not true. You're lying to me. 24. And if I take these out, let's have a look again. 23.9. Yeah, that sounds like a lot actually. What if I let's see. What if I take these out as well? Now what? Now at 22.5, yes. So my options are either to build it like this, or to build it, and don't need that one. If I build it like this one, it'll be 21.5, and then I'll have to build some extra ones here. I don't even think this is enough. Now I'll have to build quite a lot more here to make it even fit. That one, let's see if that works. 22.2. Yeah, so it's quite clear that this is, well, at least for me, it's not a good solution. So I'm going to do this. Also, it has the advantage of having 8 on either side, which is, you know, 8 is a nice number. And this was very close to the objective. So we have this one. Now the next thing we want to do is figure out how we're going to make all of this mess. Because already now we can see, if I need 16 of these per second, that's a lot. 8 of those per second, 8 of those per second, that's a lot of everything. So yeah, let's start looking at it. The first thing we want to do is make sure that we extend this one further down, because we are definitely going to get that there here. And then we should build this one. We'll start with the build for this one. How much is a single one making? We have to remember this one has to make 8 for the whole, or now we'll just only design for 1. So if I look at this part, it consumes 4 point something, and I only have 2 here. So basically this looks like I just need 2 of these. What if I do that one? And we'll do another check here. It looks like there is a minuscule surplus, and that's perfect. So this is what we need. We need 2 of these. But, you know, copper we're going to get in, steel we're going to get in, firearms magazine, probably not going to get that in, are we? Probably not. So in order for us to do that, then we need one more build. That would be here. And if you just combine these things and see how balanced it is way overproducing. So that's nice. So what we could do is, let's see, we could take this one out. I could take this one here. I could take this one here. That will unfortunately mean that this is aligned to this location, which I don't think is a good idea. So what if I just put it just there maybe? Yeah? Wow, those robots are slow now. If we just confirm, there is a green number here. That means I am producing more of the firearm magazines than I need. And it goes into next. That sounds good, I think. So the next thing we want to do is going to be, how is this one going to be working? And the next one, oops, it's not going to be here. 1, 2, 3. Let's take one. Next one's going to be the grenades. And again, the grenades, if we look up here, I'm going to need 4 grenades, 4.025 per, oops, there one. I need 4. So this is not fast enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I do that? What if I get this? It needs to produce 4.025. So this is the realm of speed modules, I guess. So we don't have too much. Yeah, it's okay. And if I take that one out, try it again. Still too much. Yep. And can I take this and this? 4.025. Sounds about right. Yep, so this looks fast enough. If I just do the whole thing, I can see there's a slight green one here and a slight green, a slight green. So all the subcomponents are green. That means that I'm producing more than I'm consuming, which is good because we don't want that to be a bottleneck. Right, so far so good. We now have only one thing left, and that is this one. And I'm going to just look at here. This produces 10 and we need 8. We need 8.05. So what if I take this out? It's not enough. So if I do this, also if I take these 2 out, I would have to build another one, another module in here. So I think this is better. 10. Just get 8.7. Don't need 2 of these. Basically, I would probably have to do that. And then if I look at this one, it's now no longer fast enough unless I started scaling up. Another one here. That one. Still not fast enough. Huh. That one. Yeah, now it's fast enough. Okay, so that's either basically it's 1, 2, 3 modules versus 2 beacons with 2 modules in each. So I think this is cheaper. Well, let's see if this is Good. We'll just do the summary of all of it and see all the subcomponents have a very small surplus, so we're happy. And then we take a look at what is inbound. Well, that's a full lane of iron, full lane of stone bricks, a full lane of coal, and half a lane and half a lane. Okay, well, half a lane and not much. So this looks like half a lane. This looks like a full lane of coal, full lane of stone bricks, and full lane of iron. This is also why I knew that it was going to be a lot of stone bricks. So stone bricks being here is probably going to be the bigger issue. If I just do this, then that's just not enough. That's just not enough. It just doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just not enough. But I have to do like this to get as much as possible, and then I'd have to do that one. This one, it just makes sure that I have a promise to you, and that is keep these working. Actually put them in so you can see what's going on. Here, if you look at it, this one will only take from the outside, because only the outside belt here will go in here, and that means the last one, all of these are taken from the inside first, so whatever comes all the way over there will almost certain, well, no, will exclusively be on the outside. That means let's just make this one only take from the outside, which means anything on the inside will be stopped here and to go in with this inserter. Seems good. Now I do need to get it out, and I think I'll actually get it out here instead, because I want this on the inside belt there. And the idea would be that let's go all the way up this one. Since I have 3 items inbound and 1 item outbound, it's almost certainly that I would want to have it like this. Oh, where is it? That one. And on the outside. So this goes out, and I will have then on the inbound belt, I'll have something, whatever something is, but I'll have something. Let's take, and that means this one will be, you know what, this might be a good idea to just use the blue ones, because, well, don't think there's a need for better ones, so I'll just put it here. And it should be outbound, inbound, and these are outbound, inbound, yep. There. That did not work. Also on the other side, inbound, inbound. So we'll take this part here, here, and here. And I'll just simulate here in this location so that we get a sense of what it is. So on this location, I will have, I said I wanted this one on the inbound side, the stone walls, and on the outbound side, I'll have the grenades. On this one, I'll have on the inbound side, I'll have the piercing ammo, and that should be good. So this one is now crafting. It should be producing half a belt, and that's generally the idea here. So now I just need to figure out how to do this. Now our biggest challenge is actually going to be here. So if I look at this part, it uses half of the iron we need, and this one is using the other half. Now this one says 25, but that would be 25 to output 6, but I only need 4. So it's not actually 25, it's more like 18 or something, but it's definitely half a belt for this and half a belt for the other one. That makes sense. So that is going to be, let's say, the biggest challenge of this design, how to figure out how to do the iron part. I think I'll want to have on this belt half of each. Yes, so that would be half coal and half iron. That would then go in here. And again, I'm gonna need, that's definitely not the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, something along this line. Let me just see if it keeps up. And that will be going on the outside of this belt, which can then replace up here. Let's try it. Blue ones outbound, they are not going to be fast. There. Let's see if any of these, this one is input starved. So that means, let's have a look at the product here. Oh yeah, this needs a full belt. So somewhere I'm going to add more coal on this side. What I could do is just make a coal belt, like coming in here and then merging in on this side. Like, I'm just showing it to you so that it makes sense. But I don't think it's not gonna work because it'll have another issue here. So I could do something like this. The only issue is now this one is also needing like 18 or something per second, and I don't have 18 here, so I'm gonna need to consume 2 belts, and that's gonna be the difficult part. So how would I do this? What if we, instead of doing this part, did how do I do this? How do I do this smartly, if that's a word? Like so. This one will be the coal coming in on 2 lanes, and this will be iron coming in on 2 lanes. Yes, it'll go in there, and then it'll go around, and then it'll go in here. Right, so now it's kind of working, right? It's kind of working. But it's not really. Then I'll cut this and get in here. Of course, I need to make sure that cut. So we remove the stuff that's already on the belt. There. Okay. So this is working kind of, but it's gonna leak some coal over here. Wouldn't it be nice if I could get the iron that's residual here to go in on the other side? Yeah, that would be real nice, wouldn't it? I could take this up here. See, I can't jump over this location because then it's going to overlap. So this one will have to be something like this. And that could be here. Yeah. And somewhere along the way, I need to merge this one so it's only taking the iron. There, and then it's incorrect again. Actually, I could just do that one, because then it'll just use it as a supplement here. That makes a lot of sense. It does have a little other challenge here, though, if we look at it. This one, if I build it here, I can't get anything in and out of this location, so that's not great. What would be great is, what if I could take just all of this. Yeah, all of this. All of this. A bit down. Just one down to buy myself some space. That one. Somehow I deleted this. Yeah. That means, what if I could make it... No, that's not it, is it? Maybe I can do it here. Alright, so now this one will only have iron out. That means it can go... I don't need this one anymore. I'll now be able to take these two and merge them together. That's good. And I can also have room for this and room for this. Good. So this looks correct, right? This does not look correct. What am I missing here? Oops. Oh, it's this one is not supposed to be there. Is it? Let's see. That one. I kind of wanted it the other way around, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, by the way, I could just do the same thing as this one. Because the only thing I need is the iron. There. Aha! Well, I mean, it's nice and all, but it's kind of in the way for this one. So that would be absolutely perfect to put right in there. That's perfect. The only issue I have with this is the fact that I can never get anything in. But what if I build it up here? I'm just going to pretend the fact that it's too slow right now. Would that be an option? I think it would. I think that would be an option. But then, if I look at the speed here, this one has to produce 4 point something. So I'm going to compensate by a single one of these. Is that enough? Nope. Take one more. Let's try it. There. 2.4 point something. That's enough. And now I need that one to be outbound. Yeah, I'm gonna get another issue with this. Outbound here. Outbound here. Oops. There. Yes, they output on the outside and I have to merge it back to the inside. Can do that with a splitter, but I'd prefer this one. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna need to get this one in here, this one in there. Everyone's happy, except I still need 2 more things in. Luckily I have more room on this side. That's almost certainly just gonna go sort of somewhere here. This one could also be built. That one could be built here, and then it would be that one, that one, that one. That would be the same, and then I could get a bit closer. Here, and all of this has to, oh. I think this just has to jump as far as possible, right? Something like this. That's not enough. Okay, so maybe it jumps here. This one definitely goes out, out. Something like this. And this is super complicated. And it's just one of those attempts where you really want to have the whole thing built in one go. And what are we gonna do here? Does the middle one actually need anything? Not really. So I could just do that thing there, and if I wanted to, I could even put it one further out. And then the question is, if I built from here to there, will that be enough? Yes, it will. Okay, this actually looks good. And is it working? It looks like we have everything going in. Looks like this is fast enough. Wondering if... Okay, so the little green dots here, that's the bottleneck mod. I used to not be particularly fan of it, but it's actually quite nice. So this looks good. I'd say this looks good. Now, of course, we need power to put in here. That's going to be the next challenge. Let's do that. So I take away the fake power we have here around the corners, so that we actually see the things that where it's not working. So it has to be, if we just place it out by the side first, so we get a sense of where it could be or how many we'd after need. So in the very, very best of cases, we could make do with 3. Wow, that would be crazy if we could. So right there would be nice. And this is not going to be an easy location to put it in. I suppose I could put it in there. Yep. Here. And these 2. So that would be one. And make sure that it's fired up. This one could be another. Okay. Let's take this one. And these 2 go on the other side, on either side of those. All right. And the one we're missing is here. How much leeway do we have on this? It could be that one, or it could be... Okay, so it actually has to be in one of these locations. That's gonna be problematic. Here? Or here? If it's here, then that one has to jump, which is impossible. if it is here, then it's even more impossible. So I have to do it this way. So would it be possible to do something like this? No, not really. Not really. Can you go further down? Not. You could, but then this one have to also go one down. I guess that's just a sacrifice we have to do. That one. That one. And now it is connected and all of it is powered. That's good. And then I need to see. That's then going to be the only option for this. Why is this one not going in? Ah, there. I want to have stuff flowing on the belts. And that means this one can't get all the way over. But it can then jump here and, you know, up there. Alright, so that seems to actually work. It's not all of it though, but let's put some lights in here as well. And where would we get some lights? Let's see. Well, now this one is the maximum range, maximum distance it can get. That means no lights at all in this entire area, unless I wanted to bring it out. I think this is better. It looks better. I think it does have the issue of lack of space for lights, but you know, even I can probably endure that. And this one. What if I do that one? Then I can put a light in there. Good. And that one might as well. It's just fewer belts, so why not? And I'd like to put it here, but that's not an option, so we'll put it. We'll just skip that one. That one. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a very symmetric way to build it, but it's probably gonna be fine. Right there, there, and I could also build one. I could build a light in there if I wanted to, and then I don't know, maybe that one. These are too close, but I'm gonna keep that one, and I'm gonna keep this one, and ignore that, and keep this. Good, that should be lights. Let's do a verification. The verification here. It looks, on paper it looks okay. We don't know until we throughput test it, but we also remember this was only half, so let's double it up to get the other one working, and then we're going to look at the theoretical maximum, at least here. But before we know that it's actually working, we actually have to test it ourselves to see whether it is working, and for that we have a trick. But as always with these kind of videos, whenever I do a tutorial, I just always take this short moment, and not to thank a random sponsor, but to thank the patrons who are supporting the channel. It would not be possible for me to run this channel without the support of you from the community. I really appreciate all the support that you're giving me. And no, January is a month of cancellation. So even more thank you to the people who are pledging and continuing their pledges. Thank you very much for supporting the work I do here. And if you want to support, of course, there's no obligation, but if you do, then there's a link in the description below. Now, if you have been keeping up with your curriculum on masterclasses, you know the answer already, that how we want to test things. Because we need to figure out if... What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Are you kidding me? That's a new feature. What? I don't know. Do I like it? Can I jump across? Okay, if I have enough. Okay, bus builds are gonna be so much easier, and they were easy already. Wow. So this is actually where I wanted it to cut across, because otherwise I wouldn't have done it. I wanted to cut across here. Damn. That's crazy. Wow, that's a new feature. This is 1.19. Okay, well, I guess there's news in Factorio for all of us, even for me. Learning new stuff every day. That is such an interesting feature, and I think I like it. So this one, I've been using it in the last couple of masterclasses and in Reverse Megabase. It's a throughput tester. The way it works is that it measures 100 belts, and with those 100 belts, they are going in here. That means if they are full on a half-sided belt, there will be 400 measured under these belts. And then I divide it by 16 and multiply by 9, so I get the 225. 225, which is corresponding to the 225, or the 22.5 per second. That is the measurement on this belt. So if this one, after in these 100 belts, is rock steady here at 225, then I feel pretty good that there are no gaps, that are an inserter somewhere that are missing, something that's capped on inputs or outputs, because it just keeps running. Of course, there was a bit of a backup, and that's working way out. But if I look at this, there is stuff in here that's going to be put out. So what we have is a nice build. What you have here is the theoretical part. If we look at it, it is, however, quite demanding in terms of inputs. So what I will do, not in this episode, but in a future masterclass, I'm going to do this, and you might be like, how am I going to get so many belts so close to each other wrapped in here? And the answer to that is, I'll show you later on, because if you have a train station or multiple train stations next to each other, there is an art to sort of folding them in together and branching them correctly here. It's kind of like a mini bus build, but it's something you can easily do, but you can also easily mess it up. So I want to show that as a separate masterclass build once we're done with all the science builds. So here we have it. We are actually not using much steel. That's good. We're using a full lane of copper, pretty much 2 full lanes of coal, 2 full lanes of stone, and 2 full lanes of iron. This looks like it's more than 2 belts, but remember, a big part of it goes into the firearms, and we have a way too big surplus on firearms, so this is actually not a problem. However, you need to be aware that if you're building military science and you want it to keep up, and you need it to keep up at the same rate, it is using an absurd amount of resources. It might be basic resources, iron, copper, stone, and coal, but it's quite a lot of resources coming in. Unlike the blue science, which is lower quantities but higher complexity items, this one is low complexity items but high quantity. And this one is still steady at 225, so I'm gonna call it a success. And you have the build right there. What you're seeing is you design. If you want this 22.5 is corresponding to 1350 science per minute, so if you want more, then you can just double this one, and of course you need to make sure that the amounts coming in are also being doubled. But that's gonna be it. I hope that you appreciate it, and I hope you found it useful. Also, some of these tricks that we're using, like folding things together, these kind of things, those are tricks that you need to add to your toolbox, so you can use them whenever you see a problem such as this in the future in your own base. If you want to see more Factorio, then I am streaming live on Twitch, and I'm actually soon starting a brand new series, a true Megabase series, with the aim of 1 million science per hour. And that's going to be a very, very big challenge, and I need some good blueprints for it. Where would I get those? Yeah, that's over on Twitch, and it's starting on Sunday. I'm streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays on Twitch, and that's at 8 p.m. Central European Time. Link in the description below. If you've enjoyed it, then consider hitting the like button. It helps me and the visibility and all that with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to watch more Factorio content or other content here on the channel, then I hope that I've earned your subscription. And I will see you guys either in YouTube, on Twitch, Discord, or maybe even on Twitter. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay effective.